Hey, what's up? It's Fuel Your Life Friday. Let's go. You guys, I don't know if this is Fuel Your Life Friday or Story Time Friday, but I do have a little story for you today, but of course it is full of tips as well, so stay tuned. But I'm going to tell you about this little old time a few weeks ago where I got 240 items for $25. Now, these are not like penny items, even though that's what they rang up for, a lot of them. These were from the clothing store Justice. Now, if you don't know what Justice is, it's a little girl's clothing store for about the ages of, 6 to 14, 16. Now, our local store was closing, and I had just got an email that said up to 70% off, store is closing. It was the last couple weeks of summer, so the girls and I drove about 25 minutes north to our local store. When we got there, much to my surprise, it said 1 day left. Final day of this store being open. So we walk in, and there are about 4 racks full of clothes. Much to my surprise, not everything was 70% off. It was up to 90% off. So there wasn't that much left, like we have odd sizes, things that don't fit my kids. Of course, there's like one shirt. There's this one purple tank top in every size possible, but it was only that color, right? So there wasn't a mass variety left, but there were a lot of good things. My girls, grabbed jeans, tank tops, underwear, and even some like little accessories. So we check out, we leave. I think my total is like around $40 or something, but we got a lot of stuff. Like my total should have been well over $200 at the store had I paid full price. So we leave, we go back home, and when we get home, my youngest daughter was like, I need more of this stuff. Like I should have got more of these underwear. They're amazing. I wasn't really feeling going back out to the store, but a couple hours go by, and she was like, just kept mentioning it. So I was like, you know what? We have nothing else to do. Let's go back up and just see what they have left. I kind of set this precursor before we went. I was like, this is their last day. People could have already come, bought everything out. Just like really trying to set it for her so she's not disappointed when we get up there. She and I drive up, and the entire way she has us cross our fingers. I'm not even kidding. Both of us I had to drive with my fingers crossed. We both had to cross our fingers the entire way, just hoping that there were these items left that she wanted. We get to the store, and when I walk in, I kid you not, there's one rack left, and then like a stand full of accessories. And the associate says to me, everything here is 25 cents. Like, what? So I just start grabbing things that my kids don't even need, but I'm thinking of their friends or, my niece, thinking of other kids. I'm like, oh, that's their size. I'll grab that. I have about an armful of things. I go to check out, and as I'm checking out, my total is no more than $8 at this point. The phone rings. The associate picks up. Next thing I know, the associate is talking to me, and she says, my manager would like to know if you would like to buy the rest of the store for one flat price. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? So she says, yeah, buy the rest of the store. The only catch is you can't just pick and choose what you want. You have to take everything that's left. So we go over to this one lonely rack that's left, and I see that there's a lot of jeans and there's a lot of tank tops. We have a mixed match of sizes. And then, of course, there's 50 sunglasses, the same style, 50 of them. There's Rapunzel hair clip pieces, Frozen 2 hair clip pieces. There are a bunch of slap bracelets with initials on it, a whole bunch of little accessories, right? So I'm looking at this, and there's this part of me that's oh, there are some really good deals here. And this other part of me, it's do you really want this stuff? So I just throw out a number, and I say $25 for all of it that's left. She calls her manager back. The manager agrees. And next thing I know, 1 hour later, I am the new owner of 240 items for $25. Now, this $25 already included the $8 for the items that I had already took up to the counter the original time. Or I guess this was actually my second time of the day, right? So that had already included that. I'm not even kidding. I was getting pairs of jeans that this store was selling full price for $35 for 1 penny. Now, I'm sure you can only imagine how patient my youngest daughter had to be as they're ringing this all up, because not only did they have to ring it up, they then had to adjust the price of every single item. 240 items. So it took some time. She was very patient. And then we get home and I'm just swimming in things. So if you're now wondering, what the heck did you do with all of that stuff? Well, we made up about, over 10 goodie bags of jeans, shirts, books, sunglasses, necklaces, bracelets, and beyond, and played what my kids like to call doorstep ninja, where we just ran up to a friend's house and kind of did like a ding-dong ditch, put it back there and ran back to the car. And we did this for all kinds of my kids' friends and a couple kids that we just knew were in need. Then I did speak to a local foster care home, and I was trying to give them a bunch of jeans and underwear, but unfortunately they didn't have children in those sizes, and they couldn't take the clothes due to a lack of storage. So since the clothes left were more for curvier and taller girls and teens, I decided to take the rest of the underwear and jeans to a battered women's shelter. Now, I still have a boatload of accessories, but my plan with those is to take those to the foster care home that I originally spoke about around Christmas time and donate it then. That way they don't have to worry about storage, but a lot of the girls can have some cool Justice Christmas gifts. Now, I know I could have made a boatload of money off of selling this stuff or doing some retail arbitrage, but I felt like I was in the right place at the right time and I had a chance to give back in a way that I normally couldn't, so that's what I did. I am a super thrifty shopper. In fact, when I told my friends this story, they all echoed the same message. This could only happen to you. You always find the deals. But really, I just know what I'm willing to pay for something, and that's my bottom line. I'm going to do another episode on shopping thrifty and how to get the most bang for your buck soon. So be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss an episode. I'll see you back here next week, but until then, remember, every level of life is an opportunity to grow. Be well, my friend.